Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Every day, new comments emerge about Austin Reaves, whether he will stay with the Lakers or not. But it is clear that Austin Reaves wants to earn a higher salary and also deserves it, and for this reason he will refuse the contract extension with the Lakers. For the Lakers to re-sign him, they will have to fight with other teams that will offer a higher salary when Reaves tests free agency. The other option is for the Lakers to take advantage of his value and trade him for another star. It is clear, Austin Reaves will refuse a contract extension with the Lakers. Austin Reaves' future with the Los Angeles Lakers is in jeopardy. With a lackluster postseason showing, there's no guarantee the Oklahoma product will remain with the Lake Show for the foreseeable future. Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus recently gave the public a meaningful update on Reaves' ongoing contract situation. Reaves is nearly sure to decline his $14.9 million player option for the 2026-27 season to explore unrestricted free agency next summer, seeking a salary in the $30 million starting range, Pincus wrote last Friday. The most he can extend for, $19.5 million, is far short of that number. Any team acquiring him would need behind-the-scenes assurances that he'd re-sign at a pre-arranged price, although they wouldn't be technically legal or binding. Reaves' regular season performance was one for the ages. The fearless 6'5" guard had high expectations entering the 2024-25 campaign and delivered in every way imaginable. As a smooth perimeter-oriented asset with a distinct handle, Reaves was a viable number 3 scoring option for Los Angeles this year. The 26-year-old pro averaged 20.2 points, 5.8 assists, and 4.5 rebounds per game, shooting 46% from the field and 37.7% from downtown. However, the playoffs were a different story for the breakout star. It isn't asinine to suggest Reaves wasn't as reliable in a win-or-go-home environment. Reaves poured in 16.2 points, snagged 5.4 rebounds, and dished out 3.6 assists per game with subpar shooting splits against the Minnesota Timberwolves. LeBron James expected to opt into $52.6 million player option with Lakers. LeBron James is reportedly leaning toward opting into his massive $52.6 million player option with the Los Angeles Lakers for the 2025-26 NBA season, according to ESPN's Shams Charania. Speaking on the Pat McAfee show, Charania revealed that James is likely to pick up the final year of his deal, though the official deadline for that decision is June 29. I'm told he's likely to opt in. He's got a massive player option. That's the plan, but there are going to be some hard conversations between him and the Lakers. Whether he plays one more season or a few more seasons, he wants to be in a competitive environment. The magnitude of the player option alone is a strong incentive. $52.6 million would be the largest single-season payout of LeBron's storied career. However, for James, who has always balanced personal ambition with legacy-driven choices, the financial component is only part of the picture. His desire to remain in a championship contending setting will weigh heavily on the decision. After the Lakers' early postseason exit, there were questions about whether James would return for another year or explore free agency to potentially join another contender, or even reunite with Bryce James, who is heading to Arizona and will likely declare for the 2026 NBA draft. That timeline makes it increasingly likely that LeBron will opt in and use the upcoming season as a final hurrah or a bridge year while reassessing his long-term future. There's also a poetic allure if the 2025-26 season turns out to be his swan song. It would mark year 23 in the league for number 23, with All-Star Weekend set to take place in Los Angeles. Symbolically, it sets the stage for a potential storybook ending in front of Lakers fans. Even at 40 years old, LeBron continues to defy the limitations of age. In his 22nd NBA season, he averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game on 51.3% shooting, and was rewarded with his 21st All-NBA selection, making him the oldest player in league history to receive the honor. His performance helped the Lakers to a 50-32 record, third best in the Western Conference, and cemented his continued elite status. Still, if James is going to spend another season in purple and gold, the Lakers have work to do. General Manager Rob Pelinka has already made it clear that adding a reliable, top-tier center is the team's top priority this summer. The failed trade for Mark Williams at the deadline looms large, and the Lakers are expected to pursue other frontcourt options such as Jared Allen, Nick Claxton, or Daniel Gafford. Upgrading wing depth and perimeter shooting are also on the checklist. LeBron's reported decision to opt in provides the Lakers with clarity and flexibility. Whether it's the beginning of a farewell tour or a stepping stone to a longer extension, it marks another chapter in an extraordinary career that shows no signs of slowing. For now, all signs point to one more season in Los Angeles, one more run at glory for the King. Lakers' ideal wing should be available soon if all happens as expected. The Lakers should already be recruiting. The Los Angeles Lakers should target Nickeil Alexander-Walker as he heads into free agency this offseason. The 6 feet 5 inches wing may have priced himself out of Minnesota, especially with the Timberwolves needing to sort out new contracts for Julius Randle and Naz Reid. This is the Lakers' chance to hurt a rival and get an upgrade on the wing. The Lakers must add a center, but that won't be their only move. Dalton Knecht will be back on the trade block as LA looks to improve their depth and defense. Luka Doncic and LeBron James are an elite duo, but the Lakers need pieces around them to seriously contend in 2026. Alexander Walker has become a plus shooter and defender in Minnesota. The 26-year-old is just entering his prime and averaging the most efficient numbers of his career. Fans have seen his impact in the playoffs, and NAW is knocking on the door of a larger role. The Lakers would love to add that talent, but there is one sticking point. Lakers must find a way to target Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Los Angeles is just $4.3 million under the first tax apron for next season with only 11 players under contract. They must fill their roster and will face a significant financial crunch. Making any move has roadblocks, but adding a marquee free agent is even more complicated. Alexander Walker is projected to get in the range of the non-taxpayer mid-level exception. The Lakers are currently over the tax. They could look to acquire NAW via a sign-and trade, but that would hard cap them at the first apron. There are avenues to get there like dumping Maxi Kleber and Gabe Vincent or LeBron James taking a discount, but it would take some cap gymnastics. The Lakers' fatal flaw in the playoffs was on-ball defense and lack of shooting. They were 4th in three-pointers attempted, but 10th out of 16 in three-point percentage. LA was 12th in defensive rating as they couldn't stop penetration and had zero rim protection to save them. There will be a new center, but the Lakers need a wing and athleticism upgrade like adding NAW. There will be a robust market for Alexander Walker in free agency. It is a weak class, and he is an ascending wing just entering his prime. Every contender wants another plus shooter and defender with versatility. NAW will get close to the full non-tax MLE this offseason, and a contender will likely get creative to add him. The Timberwolves will likely have to lose either Randle, Reid, or Alexander Walker. Keeping all three would mean blowing past the second apron and dealing with the penalties that come with that. No franchise wants that long-term, which opens the door for some team to steal NAW. The Los Angeles Lakers must improve their roster this offseason. LeBron James has been clamoring for moves since their championship year in 2020. Now, the franchise has a prime Luka Doncic. They cannot waste another moment. The Lakers must act now or risk upsetting their new superstar. That worry alone will create action, and fans should be excited. A new era of Lakers basketball is here. It could be special if the franchise makes the right moves. Only time will tell. 2025 NBA Draft, could Lakers take a chance on CBA DPOY? With the 2025 NBA Draft less than a month away, it's time for the Lakers to hone in on their list of prospects. Currently holding the 55th pick, there are many directions Rob Pelinka and company could take when filling a roster headlined by LeBron James and Luka Doncic. One name that has caught fans' attention is Hansen Yang, a 7 feet 1 inch Chinese center who has racked up accolades in the CBA and drawn comparisons to prominent NBA bigs. 2025 NBA Draft, could Lakers take a chance on CBA DPOY? Background. Yang, a 19-year-old big man, has spent the last 2 seasons with the Qingdao Eagles of the Chinese Basketball Association, claiming Defensive Player of the Year honors in 2024. That season, he averaged 15 points, 10.8 rebounds, 8.5 defensive, 3.9 assists, and 2.2 blocks per game. He built off of that impressive campaign this year, putting up 16.6 points, 58.6% FG, 10.5 rebounds, 3.0 assists, and 2.6 blocks. Adding to the pre-draft buzz, Yang signed with Clutch Sports in January before throwing his hat in the ring in April. He turned heads at this year's combine, posting 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists in a scrimmage. The 7 feet 1 inch, 250-pound center has a smooth offensive game, able to finish in the post with an array of moves while occasionally stretching the floor. He has also stood out with his passing, making pinpoint reads to cutting teammates from the perimeter and paint. Yang has even drawn early comparisons to Nikola Jokic because of that strong court vision. Yang also proved his worth defensively, deterring opponents' shots with ease and crashing the glass often. His DPOY campaign saw him swat a league-best 112 shots while finishing second in blocks per game. This past season, those numbers increased, 119 blocks with an average of 2.6 per game, both league highs. Despite his promising play on both ends, scouting reports note that Yang isn't the fastest or most athletic prospect, leading to concerns over his ability to guard on the perimeter and in pick-and-roll situations. Offensively, he isn't much of a lob threat and struggled to shoot threes, career 29%, and free throws, 64%. Lakers should look at Hanson Yang. Yang could give LA's frontcourt a unique look with his excellent playmaking skills and strong defensive effort. The Lakers haven't had a sound passing big since Anthony Davis, or, going back further, Marc Gasol, and Yang could fill that hole while shoring up other parts of his game in the G League. While Yang's lack of speed and athleticism are troubling, there's no denying his talent as a shot blocker and playmaker at the 5, both aspects the Lakers would want in a rookie. Yang's strength as a finisher and growth as a roller also bode well for his potential fit with James and Doncic, skills that could only improve next to 2 of the league's best facilitators. Hanson Yang has risen on draft boards for the right reasons, but should the Lakers snag him in the second round, he'd be a worthy addition to their frontcourt. If selected, Yang would be the Lakers' first international draft pick since Ivica Zubac, 32nd overall, 2016.